Okay, so as you can see, I'm actually sitting at a different place. I'm sitting next to the camera and not behind the camera today because I'm actually at a different location. And yep, I brought my tarot cards because I knew that I wanted to do an upload of a new video during this time. And so yeah, I'm dedicated, guys. And I want to thank my subscribers because it increased a little bit more. I'm so grateful. Although there are some dislikes, but I mean, you know, if it doesn't resonate, I totally understand. But if you like the video and it resonated with you, I am so happy, and just keep me updated on what happens, right? And I think it's an awesome thing because, you know, as a tarot reader, like when we first started, it always asked us to keep a journal of what the readings are so that we can go back and see if the readings came true or not, or, you know, and change and see how that influenced us and all that stuff. And since we're doing a video, you could always come back and be like, oh yeah, this is what it, you know, the reading that I got, and see how if some parts didn't match, and if some other parts actually came true. Like, it's awesome, I think. So anyways, today I'm doing it a little bit differently because one of my first subscribers, or second, she said that she would love to see a reading that talks about when and where and the kind of signs that you'll meet either your soulmate or your whatever, your partner. If you want to call it twin flames, I guess you can do that too. It's just whatever name you want to give it, or you just your future boyfriend or girlfriends, right? Like your next partner, because, you know, now things move so fast, we don't even know. Like right now, right at this moment, we think this person is the one, and then something happens and you're like, nope, this other person is the one, right? Let's hopefully wish that whoever comes in next will be our lifelong partner, right? So because I wanted to be able to use the full deck when for each pile, so that you're not missing out on a few cards when we do the pre-selection, right? Do the pre-shuffles. So actually I didn't do a pre-shuffle. So, you know, I really don't pick out my cards. The only parts I picked out are these ones, which is the Tony Serrano, is that how you say it? Yeah, Salerno, Tony Salerno's Lover's Oracle. So I use this card so that you can choose your pile, and that's the only cards I have shuffled and selected or drew out. So then all the other cards, I will do it in front of you right here, okay? And that's part of the reason why I'm sitting next to the camera instead of behind the camera, because I can't do the shuffling behind the camera. I'll like knock everything out or over. So now make your selection. So today's, as you know, the title suggests, so it's actually going to be a two-part because I realize I talk a lot. So I told the subscriber Nayla that I will break it into two different parts. So this is, I think for the other part, I need a lot more oracle cards. I mean, not oracle, but just like tarot cards and cards in general. So that's why I didn't do it today. I want to do that at home, so I have all the cards available to me, so we could do that. Because I want to give you as many things as possible, right? So this one we'll just do when and where and some signs, possible signs, and then the other one we'll do like what this person's like, maybe his astrology, that kind of thing. So I'll give you like more detailed information. And so today will be when, where, and maybe some possible signs, okay? So pick out your pile and we will start. Okay, so I'm gonna make more room. So for pile number 1, let's read the card first, okay? This card says passion. a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So I think whoever chose pile number 1, you are probably at your best right now. Very passionate, and thus you are looking for your next partner, right? And you have all these qualities surrounding you, and enjoy it. You know, I think your partner, your future partner, might be attracted to you because you are so passionate and so seductive and so magnetic, right? And so keep that up, because that probably is what's going to attract your next person to you. Okay, so now let's do when. I like to use this deck. I know the tarot cards also have, like, you know, days and that kind of thing. The energy surrounding the different cards, like the wands and the air, the water, and pentacle. So pentacle being the slowest, wands being the fastest, right? So those will give you a general timeline, but I kind of like using this oracle deck to give you timelines, okay? And if it doesn't show up, then I guess the timeline will vary. It depends on how you work on yourself and that kind of things, okay? So here is the oracle cards. This is how I shuffle. I kind of do want it to show you how I shuffle too, because I do this so that it's actually so you can see how I really do shuffle them crazily. And because I actually, if I do it, like when I do the pre-shuffling kind of thing, I actually take like almost half an hour to do all 4 piles. That's why I didn't want to show it on, you know, on camera, because that's like 30 minutes of uploading of nothing, right? I know some people might think it's kind of interesting, but I don't know. I think I would skip ahead. So this is when pile 1 people will meet their future partner. Yeah, so because of this card, I feel like you have not met your soulmate or twin flame in person yet. Okay, so they will be attracted to you because you're so magnetic and seductive. I mean, look at this card. The front of the card is like 2 per people having crazy sexual encounter, right? Okay. Alright. So, and I also top cut my deck. Now you know how much trouble I have to do for it when I have like a million decks. Okay. So, let's see. When will pile 1 people meet their next partner? This one. Oh, don't stop. I guess it's very, very close, because it says don't stop. Whatever you're doing right now, don't stop. And I think it actually goes with this card very, very well, that you're very passionate, your all these quality is surrounding you right now. So don't stop whatever you're doing, okay? Your person is going to come pretty soon. And I actually think it's sometimes good to not get a timeline, because obviously these spirits and universe, they go by a very different timeline. So when it says very soon, you're going to be thinking, oh, next week, or what, like next month, or even maybe next year. To these spirits or universe, it seems fast, right? Because they've been here like millions of years, so like a year to them maybe doesn't seem like a very long time, but to us it's like, oh my god, another year. So I feel not getting a timeline card maybe is a good thing, right? Just don't stop whatever you're doing, because you're doing the right thing, okay? And it should just keep doing whatever you're doing. And I know sometimes you want to give up, because I have a friend that she works out and she's like bettering herself, but then things are just not happening and she gets really despaired. And but I really think whatever you're doing, if it's making you happy, making you feel good, don't stop. right? Don't let other things influence you. I mean, you know, like guys may not, or girls probably may not be the people that you want to attract to you, maybe not like you back, and that's very, you know, disappointing and sucks, right? Because I totally understand. But don't let that stop you, because it just means that person is not the right person. And why would you want to attract somebody that is not right for you? Even if you're together, that relationship might not last, right? Something is gonna be wrong. And if they're attracted to you for the wrong reason too, then that person is not for you, okay? So whatever you're doing, don't stop, because that person is gonna come soon, okay? And let's do this romancing joke card, okay? And let's see what message they want to give us. I have a feeling this is going to be a super long video, and it's going to take forever to upload too. That's part of the reason why I don't want to do the shuffling in front of camera too, because I have to put the video to my computer, and I use the first time I actually used 4K, so each video were like humongous, and my computer ran out of room, so I had to reduce the size. Now it's 1080, but it's still huge and takes forever to upload into my computer and then upload onto YouTube. So anyways, what message want to give you to pile on people and their signs? It's just, I will do more cards for the tarot cards, like draw more cards, but I feel like these oracle cards, let's just draw one. I feel inclined to draw one. If I feel like I should do two, then I will do that, okay? But I think at the moment I feel one is pretty good. Okay. Codependency. And I feel like this is a message to tell you that do not depend your happiness, right? Your happiness on other people. So because over here, that, you know, what we were saying before, whatever you're doing right now, making you happy, making you magnetic and seductive, and all these qualities that you possess right now, don't stop. Whatever you're doing, don't stop, okay? And if you, because codependency will slow your romantic person down, like the process of them coming into your life down, okay? I mean, I think sometimes codependent, like you depend on somebody to do something for you, that's good. I think always being independent is not that great either, especially for girls. Like they always say, you know, guys want to feel wanted, right? Feel they're helpful. And I feel it's the same way for girls sometimes too. Like girls don't want to feel like guys don't need them, right? So if you're a very independent person, sometimes it's good to depend on other people to do some things for you. But and I have the philosophy that, you know, too much and too little of something is never good. And so I feel right in the middle, find that balance in the middle would be the perfect thing to do. So whatever you're doing right now, don't stop, and all these passion and seductive and magnetic qualities that you're possessing, keep that up. And if you're really extremely codependent, that's not really awesome, you know. But if you're too independent, I don't think that's great either. So find that balance, okay, between being independent and being dependent, okay? So that is the advice and message from the oracle cards, okay? And then, okay, so now we're gonna use these to get you some signs and possibly where these people, when and, no, we already got when, So now it's where and like signs. Okay, so let's see. The signs and where you'll meet this person. Signs you'll meet this person for pile 1 people. Signs. Signs, pile 1 people will meet their person. And I do this also because I read reversals too, right? So this is the easiest way. Whoops, did I just move my... Yep. Shift it back. Told you the table's tiny. Okay. I think that's a sign for me to stop shuffling. That way. And, okay. Sometimes I cut the deck and I do that again. I don't know why. Let's do it again. Okay. So since we're going to draw a few, I'll just leave this out like this. Okay, so let's see. Draw to this. Since we're reading signs today, I won't read reversals today. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. So this person, let's see, Pentacles, it's finance, right? Career and finance, that kind of things. And it's Queen, so this person's probably very in touch with their feminine side and the finance. And I feel like women with finance, you know, so they're very, I don't know. Sometimes we girls get a little bit picky with, you know, saving little money and that kind of thing. So they might have that quality, okay? If it's a guy and if it's a girl, doesn't matter. That feminine quality of like being a little bit more careful and calculating of like how you spend money. I'm not saying all the women are like that, but in general, right? And then over here, let's see. Well, it's also, Pentacles is also about earth, right? So very earth, down to very grounded, very earthly person, I guess. And there's like flowers, okay? There's like mountains in the back. So somebody who enjoys nature, I think, likes to go out. You know, into like, this is, I don't see so much of an ocean, so maybe more of like a mountain type of person. Okay, let's see another one. Okay, this person is, I would say, I don't know, so let's see, one person is up here with a wand and trying to defend the other people, so they're very protective, I think, and they're actually on top of something and with people down there trying to get to him, right? So I think maybe a position like work-wise, they might be at a higher level type of position where they have to, you know, lead other people and that kind of thing. So, and I feel like this is the one. So very active, passionate person, so a go-getter, and also they would defend whatever they believe in, okay? That type of person. Am I giving you already? Oh my goodness, I'm already giving you like, not just signs, but like the quality of a person. Well, okay. Oh, there's the water with the thing. So maybe, let's see. I'm leaning more towards like, if you go out to the nature, more mountainous area, this person likes the mountain a little bit more, okay? Some signs, it might be a little bit undecisive, even though they're passionate and active, like once they decide what they want, then they'll go for it. But until then, it might take a very long time for them to decide on things, to go and get stuff, okay? Yeah. A number 2, a number 7. I don't know if that means anything to you. Swords is also it's about thinking and thoughts. So this person likes to do a lot of thinking. And over here is the moon. Moon's about intuition, and so they're blinded. Okay, so I got kicked out of the other room. So as you can see, the table is a little different. I get to cover this in, but I have to stand now because there's no chair. The table's too high. Okay, so we got interrupted. Okay. Okay, so we were saying that, so we see the moon over here, and so it's about intuition. So this person might not follow their intuition as much, or they are trying to listen to their intuition, so that's why they have it blinded, right? But whether they listen to it or not, they have a difficult time because they think a lot, so they want to analyze everything. So let's see. So you might meet this person by the water at night, okay? So at nighttime, maybe you might meet this person. But see, I feel this is probably why I feel like more inclined to having like a mountain type of person, because over here is also on top of like a mountain or canyon, right? And over here is lots of grassy, mountainous area, earthly place, okay? So, and this is more like in the morning that you'll meet this person. So if you're like a morning person that likes to go hiking, that type of thing, that's possibly when and like where you might meet this person. And if you are more of a water person, you should probably go more towards, the evening, that kind of thing. But if that is the kind of person that you attracted, they might be a little bit indecisive, okay? But over here in the morning, so I feel like it might be for some people who chose pile number 1. Your person, you might meet them at night, okay, by the ocean. But for others of you, you might meet this person during the day at a more mountain, earthy type of place, canyons. And this person will be a lot more active and passionate and protective. Not that this person is not. I feel like they might have that quality a little bit more, but they're a little bit more undecisive compared to this group. Okay, so I feel that's it for pile number 1. And as I was saying, I will do a part 2 of this where I will give you a lot more detailed information on the kind of person your person is gonna look like or feel, okay? Not feel, what is that one? But this person is like personality wise or also look wise. So yeah, so I covered where, so mountain or earth or ocean, and then don't be too codependent, find that balance. That's how you will attract the person to you. And whatever you're doing, don't stop, because you're very passionate, you're very magnetic, seductive, and I feel like that it actually goes pretty well with these people, right? Sometimes for this is more like the opposite attracts. For this, is more like this similar quality attracts, okay? So take your pick. If you want somebody who's more like you, or you might even have 2 people coming to you and you have to choose. Oh, maybe that's what it is. You have a person that is a little bit more, watery quality, intuition, a little bit more undecisive, versus somebody who is more like mountain person, about finance, protective, and you have to choose. So that might be that too, right? All right, so I'm gonna take these cards back so that I can choose use the full deck for pile number 2. So that's it for pile number 1. Let me know if it's resonated, and if you like the video, don't forget to press like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified for the next video, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hey, so for the people that chose pile number 2, so this is your message. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. I actually get a mixed feeling about this. So it could be somebody that you know already because it's from a past life type of thing. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and memories, right? So that you shared with you. So I feel that if you haven't met this person, when you meet them, you will feel like you've known them before. You'll have that familiarity right away. You'll hit it off right away, okay? If you have somebody in your life right now that you're not together, but you have that kind of, I know you, that type of feeling, that might be the person for you, okay? So that familiarity, somehow, or deja vu even, that's the kind of person I feel that might be your next partner. Okay, so now let's see. So if you skip right ahead to pile 2, your pile, then you wouldn't know that I actually got kicked out of the other room, and that's why the beginning intro and now the setting of this look a little bit different. And also, I will shuffle on camera this time. But as I was saying to pile number 1 people, that when I do shuffle, it always takes me about 20-30 minutes to shuffle all of the 4 decks, because that's how I do it. Because I actually don't do one shuffle and then just pick out four cards. I actually reshuffle for every deck, every pile. So it takes forever. And I do it this way because I read reversals. But today we won't read reversals with the tarot cards. So for this deck, it's the Angel Answers Oracle. We will get a timeline for when you'll meet this person. And if you don't get a timeline, don't panic. So I was telling pile 1 as well that sometimes it's good to get a timeline, because spirits and universe actually works differently with a different kind of timeline. And to them, a year or 2 doesn't seem that long because they've been here on Earth for like millions of years, right? But to us, it's like, oh my God. And that could be there very soon. So, but it'll give you some guide as to when, okay? Let's see. So when will pile number 2 meet their person? When will pile number 2 meet their person? When will pile number 2 meet their person? Okay, and I also cut the deck this way. As I was saying, I feel like this is going to be a really long video. Okay. And I feel drawn to this one. Trust. Okay. Just in case you're wondering, pile number 1 didn't get a timeline either. However, trust. Trust that everything is going to come at the right time. Okay? I feel like it's a message for this. When you feel that familiarity with that person, trust that he is the one. okay? So they don't want to give you that timeline yet of when that person is going to come, because it's based on, everybody has a different feeling, and this is general reading too, so it's going to happen at different time for everybody. But you'll know, trust it, trust your feeling, trust your intuition, that when you meet that person that makes you feel like, I know you from somewhere, that's the person, okay? So now let's do this, the romance agent, and see what message they have for you. Okay. Even though I have a little bit more space, it's hard because I have to stand now because I can't sit. And I hope the sound turns out better, because I was able to speak a little bit louder in the other room, and this room is a little bit more echoey, so I have to speak a little bit less loud. And also because there's a parlor, living room type of space outside, so I don't want them to hear what we're saying, right? Okay. So when, and the message for pile number 2 people, when and where, and signs. Pile 2 will see when they meet their person. Oh my God. Okay, you guys saw that, right? This is a continuous video, and I shuffle this, and you saw how I shuffle. It's like this, okay? And I picked out this one. And what did I say? I swear, I'm telling you guys, all the other videos, if you go back and watch my videos, I swear I shuffle them, and I reshuffle for each deck. So, and it's just crazy how cards would correspond to each other. Anyways, and I'm glad I did it this time. So you see, past life relationship. When you pass from this world, you have nothing with your soul and the memories you share with those you love. And I did, what did I say? You have known each other before. I mean, I guess some people could argue it's because I said this and that's why I drew this. So it's like that chicken and the egg thing. But I'm telling you, you know this person and trust when you have that feeling of, and I'm telling you, it doesn't happen very often. That feeling of, I know you and I feel very close and very comfortable with you. It doesn't happen very often. It might happen with a few, and I feel like this reading doesn't even have to be a love reading. It could be like a companion, like a friend, right? Sometimes you have that friend that you just click right away. So, could be this is a love reading, obviously. But if you're just looking at this video and you're like, could also work as a friend. You know each other before. Okay. That's the message. I don't even have to explain that much. It's like past life relationship. You know each other. And so if you feel that deja vu, you feel like you've known this person before. And, as I was saying in the intro, that sometimes, nowadays, divorce rate is so high. People just break up like that. They don't even want to work on the relationship anymore because there are just so many choices, right? We always feel like, because of so many choices, we always feel like whatever we chose is probably not the best one, it's the better one. And I feel like with this group, it's very rare to come across somebody that you click right away and you feel very comfortable with. And so you won't have that kind of, is this the person for me? I'm going to find another one that is better. no, I think you're gonna be like, this is it. Okay, so now let's do some tarot readings. For pile 1, I actually accidentally did some personality stuff, and so I'll do that if I feel inclined to do it, or the tarot, well, I'm just using it to get signs and where you might meet this person. Okay. And the number of cards we'll draw from the tarot will depend on how I feel. Okay. I'm gonna totally knock the camera over. I usually do a lot longer shuffling, but because I don't want, I think it's boring to watch somebody shuffle forever and never on camera and not skip ahead. And I don't want to knock my camera over, so I'm gonna just do that. So what are the signs and where pile number 1, 2 people will meet their potential partner, future partner. So for pile number 2 people, you might know this person already, I have a feeling. But if not, the person that you'll meet, you'll have that I've known you before type of feeling, okay? So this card keeps wanting to jump out to 2. Oh, okay, we won't do reversals today because we're just reading signs. Tower. We're using this as a sign, okay? So don't be scared. It's not a bad thing. And actually, I just got that feeling that because it's a past life relationship, it's trust. I feel like when you meet that person, you're gonna have that kind of lightning struck feeling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God. Even that, like you see nothing else, like lightning struck moment, like, oh my God, this is it. You're gonna have that feeling, okay? When you meet that person, you're gonna fall head over heels, no, whatever, you know what I mean, for this person, because that familiarity that you would just do anything for them feeling, the unconditional love feeling, okay? You would do anything for them. And they would probably do the same thing for you. Okay, it could be the other person's feeling, but since you're watching it, I feel it's more your energy that you will do anything for them. And that lightning struck moment that, oh my God, this is the person. And if it's somebody that you've known already right now and you haven't gotten that feeling, maybe after this reading, you can go back and, meet these people that you've known already and see if you have that kind of that familiarity and that kind of lightning struck moment, okay? What else? It's gonna be at night. Most likely you might meet this person. And it might be, because it's lightning, right? So it might be during like a time where it's kind of stormy weather, could be weather-wise. Doesn't mean for sure, but it could also just be like that lightning struck moment. But it could also be like on a rainy, stormy day you meet this person, okay? And the 10 of Pentacles. So this person, you might meet them at a job, possibly, right? Because Pentacles is about career and work. Family gathering time, because look at this happy family, right? Could be like when you're with your family, or when you're really happy outside, socializing with friends and dogs, or maybe like animal shelter. Maybe that, or charity work. Oh, charity work. There you go, money, people, charity work. You might meet that person. I also have a feeling that this could be like that back, almost seems like church or something. So it could be like outside of a church, or if you go to church, this might be the person that, it might be where that you might meet this person. But if you're not really religious, it could just be like a charity event, or work, socializing, party. But the party is not like, nightclub type of party. It's like in the daylight, park, outside, that kind of socializing event. So maybe like a friend invite you to a picnic or something like that, okay? Yeah. I actually feel pretty strongly about charity work, just because the dogs and all that stuff. Should we draw one more? Okay, this one. Two more. Oh my goodness. Okay. You know what? This card. So, okay. This is the Smith-Waite tarot deck, okay? There are 2 cards that are in this deck. Is not part of the 78 tarot cards. And this is one of them. And, okay, seriously, look at this. Do you feel like it looks, they're almost in that same posture-ish? Like, look at this guy looking over at this girl. Like, look at them. It's like the same. And this girl is like having her head back. Having her head back. So let's see, place. Oh, it's daylight where there are like birds. So somewhere in the nature as well that you possibly could meet this person, where there is mountain and lake. I'm actually at Lake Arrowhead right now, so it actually fits this description pretty well. Mountain and lake. So this, and ducks. I actually saw ducks and goose yesterday, so if you're in California, maybe this is where you should go and you might meet somebody here. All right, so that's it for pile number 2. It's somebody that, okay, so sum it up. Somebody that you've known before. You have to trust that feeling when you see that person, because you might have that deja vu or that lightning struck moment that, oh my God, this is the person. And so somewhere there is mountain, and I don't feel this is like an ocean or a sea. I actually feel this is, because look at the water, it's a lot more calm. So maybe like a lake area. Okay, that's how usually lake is by the mountain, right? So more to like a lake area where there are like some wild animals, like birds, not animals, birds. And or like at a church or charity work, or just work in general, like at a workplace. But it's not like inside your office. Is maybe like if you're a salesperson, you have to run around. So it's like when you are outside of the office, but you have to meet somebody for work purpose. Okay? All right. And this person might even have like dogs. So somebody who loves dogs or animals, love dogs or animals, even though these are birds. So your person might actually like, animals, and that's why they do charity work, or maybe like, kids orphanage or something like that. So they're a very generous person. That's awesome. Okay, maybe that's why, you get to meet, because they're so good, the good karma, you get to, meet your lover, like, you get a second lifetime together. Okay, so that's it for pile number 2 person. And let me know how this resonates. And if you like this video, give it a like. And if you don't like it, I'm so sorry. I guess you could dislike it. I don't care. And share or subscribe to my channel and turn that notification bell on so that you get notified for future videos. Oh, there is going to be a second part if I didn't say that already. There will be a second part to this video where I will give you a little bit more detailed information on what your person is like, personality wise, maybe even like signs and features, that type of thing. So I will do a second part to this video. Okay, so yeah, I will see you in the next reading. Okay, bye. Okay, so pile number 3 person. My beloved, though we may be physically apart spiritually, we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Okay, for pile number 3 person, or people who chose pile number 3, I am more inclined to say that you might know this person already. Okay, and you are not currently together, and hence you're watching this video right now. And I actually feel like it's harder to do a reading when you already know the person, because then you try to match whatever I say to that person, right? And if it doesn't resonate, you're like, she's not accurate. I mean, tarot card is not about accuracy, about your current energy, but still. So yeah, it's somebody that you know already. Whoever you're inquiring about, you know, because this is about your future partner, and that future partner is somebody that you know already, most likely. Okay, and if it's not somebody that you know already, it might somebody that you know in the past life, and I guess if you don't feel it yet, they'll be coming soon. But I feel like it's somebody that you actually physically know right now in your life. Okay, because if it's more of a past life, then that would be like more of a pile number 2 type of energy, because that's what they got actually. And if you feel very inclined that it's somebody from your past life, that it's not somebody that you know currently, then maybe go and watch pile number 2. But let's see what we get for pile number 3. Okay, so if you skip right ahead to the pile number 3, you'll miss all the stuff that I actually explained for pile number 1 and pile number 2. So I'm going to use this Angel Answers Oracle for a timeline, and I will shuffle in front of the camera today so that you know this is how I do it. And I actually really, when I do my other readings, I always actually shuffle each deck like this for each pile. So I don't do like one shuffle and then I pick out 4 cards. No, I do it dedicatedly for each pile. And that's why it always takes forever to like shuffle the cards. That just shuffling cards alone takes like about 30 minutes, and I don't think people want to see that. I'll do a little bit shorter shuffling today because I really don't think it's that interesting to watch people shuffle. I mean, I like to see it because then I'll be like, oh, they didn't pick out cards and that kind of thing, but I just don't, because it's limited space. I can't really do this kind of thing. That's usually what I do, and I'm gonna knock the camera over if I do that. So, and also it takes forever to upload when I do that, because the files are humongous. I have to upload it to my computer first and then upload it to YouTube, and it takes hours, like 3 hours to upload. So this is when, but see, the thing is, I feel like you already met this person, so we'll see what happens with this card when you'll meet this person. And if you don't get a timeline, that's okay, because as I was saying to the other piles, the spirits has been on Earth for like millions of years, so to them a year or 2 is very soon. So it doesn't mean anything when you don't get a timeline from this. Uh-oh, not the right time. Okay. This is so interesting. My beloved, even though we're physically apart, but we are together. Transcend space and time, nothing is missing. and it's not the right time right now. Because I think there's something that they are working on right now. That's why you're physically apart right now. You're not physically together. So I really think this is somebody that you know already, physically, right now. And it's not the right time for you two to be together yet. Okay? Because there are some things that needs to be worked out first. So let's get some more messages, because it's somebody that you know already. Not the right time. I will use the Romance Angel Oracle. That is a little bit more message. I was telling the other group that we'll just pick one from each oracle just because. But if I feel inclined to do more than one for the oracles, we'll do that. But right now, I just feel like one is probably good enough. Okay. Well. It's not the right time, but doesn't mean that it doesn't say no. That's a good thing, right? I'm so optimistic. My goodness. It just means it's not the right time yet. Okay? So you know this person already. So for pile number 3, what are some messages, signs, and where and when pile number 3 will meet the person? Oh, cut this one. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay. That's a little weird. Let's get another one. Just to clarify this one. Open your heart and to give and receive the highest energy of all. So weird. Okay. I feel like it's giving you the same messages. So, okay. Well, my love, we'll always go back to this. Though we may be physically together, spiritually, we are together for love, transcends. So this person loves you, but oh my God, my fingers so ugly, nails. Okay, this person loves you. Okay, and it's telling you not to worry, but it's just not the right time at the moment because there are some things that they need to work on. And we just got clarification that they love you, right? And it's not only I feel this is their energy and this is the message for you, and this is their energy and their message for you. Does that make sense? So that they're very passionate, they have passion for you, and they just want you to wait, okay? For that perfect moment when they're ready. However, it is safe for you to love them and to open your heart and give and receive, okay? And so since, it's not the right time yet, I feel like you should work on yourself. And it says give, and I see this stands out to me, receive. So you might be giving a lot and you're not getting anything back. So learn to receive as well. So if they're not giving you anything right now, wait for them to give you something back, because you can't always give, because then that depletes you. You need to get some as well. And as I was saying for pile number 1, that balance is the best way. So extremity works for a short while, but that's it. So finding balance. So if you give all the time and not getting anything back, that's not good. But if you receive all the time and not give, that's not so good either. Okay? So find that balance. And there is passion in this relationship. Okay? For pile number 3 is more because you've known this person already. So the reading is slightly different than pile number 1 and 2. And also maybe because you're a little bit afraid to love, right? To give your heart out. Because you don't know what this person is feeling for you. So it might be a crush, actually. It might be a crush. And you guys are not physically together yet. But he does have passion, or she does have passion for you. But it's just not the right time. But it is safe for you to love him and love yourself. Work on yourself right now since it's not the right time yet. Okay? And he's or she is probably doing the same, your crush. That's why it's not the right time. Okay? And now let's get some signs and where you might meet this person, even though you've met this person already, but maybe some dating ideas. If you know this person already, you should ask them out, and going to these places might help speed up the timing of things, right? And if you don't feel like this is somebody that you know already, then I really feel like this is somebody you know already. So we'll see what the tarot card says, what messages. So where in some signs for pile number 3 for their person. Not a very slippery card, so this fanning it's so ugly. Okay. This one, Hermit. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yep, they're in a hermit mode. Let's grab another one. Guys, oh my god. Do I feel like getting another card? No. Let's do one more. Okay. I don't even know if you know how to read tarot cards. This is so crazy. Okay. So our first card, the Hermit. Okay. The Hermit is about seeking truth, has that Virgo energy, so very analytical, very careful planning type of person. So that's why it's not the right time, because they're trying to analyze the situation. They're trying to plan things out. They're a little controlling, I would have to say. Everything has to be working out the way they wanted it to work out. Okay? So they have that type of, that planning type of, and so that's why they're telling you not the right time. Okay? And they want to hide out right now and just plan things, seeking the truth, figuring out, oh gosh, what is my feeling for you? Is it true or is it like fake? Is it real? Is it what is it? Okay. And that they're very philosophical almost too. And look at this message. Like, even though we're not physically apart, even though we're be physically apart spiritually, we're always together and nothing is missing because love transcends time and space. They are very philosophical. This is like the type of things that they would say, right? Very analytical, very so yeah, they're in a hermit mode. They're not ready. They want to hide and figure things out right now. But see, you saw the next card is this Two of Cups and King of Cups. It's all these cups energy. Cup energy. And Two of Cups is about partnership. And if you know, not only partnership, it's about love. It's about love. King of Cups, still emotions. And so this person is very emotionally stable. They know what they want. And it's all about, okay, let's see. They know what they want. They're very stable. And see this guy over here? The hand over here? It's trying to reach out towards the girl's cup. But see, the picture is in the process of reaching out, right? It's not already grabbing it. So it's in the process of. So they're in the process of coming out of their hermit mode and coming towards you. And as I was saying, this reading is about when, where, and signs, right? But since number 3, I swear, I'm telling you, it's somebody that you know already. And so they're in the process of reaching out to you. They're in the process of coming out of the hermit mode. And maybe because they were emotionally unstable and didn't know what to do, thinking about things and all that stuff, now they're finally feeling like they're emotionally stable. Or at least they're trying to reach to that state. And reaching to that state, they will be able to reach out to you and provide you all that love. So, I mean, sometimes you don't want a person that is not emotionally stable. That's crazy, right? If you have like emotional up and down roller coaster, that's crazy. Yeah. Oh my God, I just remember another message I want to give Pile too. I'll do that at the end. Okay. So yeah, there's that snake, the coming together. They're soon going to coming together, and there's lots of love. See, lots of love, passion, Two of Cups. And hence, they want to reach out to you. It's safe for you to love. Okay? It's nothing but positive cards, even if it's not the right time. But it's because they're working on themselves, and you should too. You should too. If you're not emotionally stable, that's why they're like thinking about it. It's like, oh my God, this person is a little crazy. Do I really want to be with them? You need to figure, if you don't love yourself, you don't always strive for better, learn more things. I'm not saying like, because, we have our moments of like negativity and down and blah, craziness, right? But you should always come back to having that balance, right? Even like 2. This is about balance as well. You don't want to swing too. Was it in this group that I talk about, like, don't want to swing on the extremes? 2 is about that too, finding that balance, right? See, everything over here is balanced. Even the snake over here is like balanced. The lion here is balanced, very balanced, okay? Like, you should match him. It's like mirroring almost, right? Yeah. And, yep. I feel that's the message for pile number 2. Oh, like where? Since they're in the hermit mode, you won't be able to find them anywhere because they're going to hide out and you can't find them. You can't find them. I was saying like dating ideas. You can't even find them. You can't even get a hold of them. I don't know how you're going to see them. But because you already know this person, right? You already know this person. You probably should have their numbers and all that stuff. So, but it's just that they might not write back to you. It might take a while for them to write back. You have to wait. Cups is about water. So somewhere by those, okay, there's a ship. So somewhere by the water, you might be able to, go on a date or meet them, ask them to come out, like somewhere by the water. Probably an ocean. See, my pile number 2 is like more like a lake area, and this is more like ocean. And this is not very calm water. So, oh, there's a fish over here too. That fish looks a little scary, don't you think? It's like, almost like a skeleton or something. Anyways, somewhere by the water, where the water's not so calm, I feel. And I feel like King of Cups, okay. See how this water is not that calm? So he may look at his face, he's like very calm, holding all these things like in his hands, like very steady, right? And there's that, I think this is like a torch or some sort. So it has that passion. So he's very passionate and very like the cups is about emotions. He looks really calm, but deep and down inside, look at this. It's like, woo. That passion. They're trying to mask it with like, everything is okay, I'm good. But there is that passion deep, deep, deep down inside. And they're just waiting to erupt. Okay, I read somewhere that it says like, this lover, two of cups. If you look at this, if they said the backdrop looks almost like a play or some kind of a stage, right? Like a stage backdrop. And because of this like line, so they look like they're standing on a stage as well. So sometimes this card also is about like, is it real? Is that love real? Is the emotional? Is that emotion for the other person real or not? And which is like what this hermit is trying to figure out, right? Is the emotional real or not? So I think it's real because the King of Cups. But we're talking about where, right? And if it could be a stage, it could be a theater, a movie theater, or an actual, I feel it's more like a play theater. So maybe you can ask them to go and see a play. Like, come out and watch a play. And probably, the theme of the play could be something about very philosophical, very searching for the truth type of play. I think they would really like that kind of play where it gets you thinking about things. I think it's that kind of, and it has that a lot of emotion ups and downs, that type of play. Don't do a romantic comedy or romantic something is okay, but I don't feel like this person is the kind of person that likes just like a no-brainer movie. They like something that makes them think. Okay? All right, so that is it for pile number 3. And if this resonates with you, give it a like. If not, then too bad. Maybe the next video, or pick a different pile, right? And don't forget to share this video if you have a friend that's in, need of some advice. And also subscribe to my channel and turn that notification bell on so you get notified of future readings. All right, so that's it for pile number 3. Okay, I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye. So for pile number 4, last but not least, playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So just because of this healer, it just kind of stands out to me that, are you going through some tough time? maybe you're coming out of like a heartbreak or some kind of thing. So right now what you need is to be playful, okay? To laugh. And so I feel like this person is probably somebody that has a lot of humor, very fun to be around with. This could be your energy too, but since we're asking about who your next partner is going to be like, right? So this person makes you feel therapeutic. Best therapy, right? Therapeutic. Like being with them, you feel good. You feel fun. You feel playful. You feel youthful. You feel loved. Okay? So this person makes you feel all of that kind of things. And you can, it could be vice versa. You make that person feel all that stuff too. But since feeling is so, is it subjective? Unless the person tells you what they think or feel, you wouldn't know. So it's this person that will make you feel these things, okay? And also, in order to meet that person, you probably should try, if you're not in the greatest mood right now, or try to make yourself feel more playful, laugh more, have more fun, okay? So it could be what the other person makes you feel, but at the same time, you should also provide this for yourself in order to attract that person to you. Because I feel like if this person is like this, they would want to be with somebody who is like this too, right? Who want to be with somebody who's so like serious and somber and depressed. Maybe like some people like to cheer people up. But is that really love, or is that because the person likes to feel like they're needed? It's very hard to say. Okay, so this one is this is the Angel Oracle, Angel Answers Oracle. Okay, so we're going to use this for a timeline reading. It's for when you may meet this person. So if this person is not in your life already, let's figure out when this person will come in. I don't have a feeling that you know this person already, but if you feel like there is somebody in your life that makes you laugh all the time and makes you feel good, then that might be the person. If not, here's the timeline. And if we don't get a timeline from this oracle deck, don't be depressed or like, don't give me a dislike just yet, okay? Hear me out. Let's see. I was telling the other 3 piles that if you don't get a timeline, the spirits and universe has been here, like existed on Earth for like what? Millions of years, right? So to them, a year or 2 is like not very long. So even if you get a timeline, it doesn't really mean anything either. I feel like it should be based on how you feel, because then you could gauge it a little bit better, right? So let's see if we get a timeline or not. If not, don't worry. And this is how I shuffle, by the way. So then so you can see how I shuffle, and I actually do this for each deck. And so whenever I do shuffling, that takes like 30 minutes to do 4 decks, 4 piles. That's why I don't really do it. That's why I always do it before I start videotaping, so that it doesn't take up time in the reading, in the video, because it also takes forever to upload. So okay, let's just do this one. Improving health. What did I say? What did I say? Are you feeling a little sad and greatest healer? You could argue. Again, I was talking in the other pile, like the chicken and egg thing, because I said this. That's why I chose this. But you know what? Or it could just be that message. that you need right now for pile number 4, right? So something is probably off right now in your life. So it's telling you to improve your health, and it doesn't necessarily be like physical health. You know, even your heart, if you feel heartbroken because of something, it doesn't have to be from a guy or girl. It could be from your family members. And if you have kids, they could break your heart too, right? So improve your health. And I feel the message is that you need to work on yourself right now. That's what I was saying. If you feel depressed and not happy and lonely and just like victimizing yourself, don't do that, because you actually repel people away. You don't attract people that way. Feel playful, laugh, go watch some comedy, like movies or something, sitcoms, I don't know, something that makes you laugh, okay? Have fun. I mean, it's like the weather's getting good, better, even though this is timeless, you know, but when the weather is right or great, sunny, whatever, go to like the park or I don't know, theme park or something. Go, if you can go on like roller coaster rides, then do that. Scream it out. That will make you feel better. You could like, you blah 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 asshole, or you know, you bitch. You could do that. Get rid of that energy. You'll feel very, very good. Okay, so the next one, let's see if we get some more messages from the romance angel, okay? This is like probably the longest video. I don't know. So pile number 4, what are some messages for pile number 4's person? When, where, and signs. When, where, and signs. What are some messages? Okay. Which one do you feel like? I feel like this one. Oh no, deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Well, don't take it as a bad meaning. I actually don't for this reading, because we're talking about how, when, and where, what your person's gonna be like. I feel like this message is about, it's about improving health, right? It's about great health, greatest healer, best therapy, being playful. So just watch out for somebody who might be putting on that happy, everything's fine type of look on the outside. So it could be that person is actually deep down inside, they're not happy. Maybe it's not your energy. Maybe they're trying to improve their health, so they are wearing a mask, pretending to be happy. But you want somebody not pretending to be happy. You want somebody who is really happy, really, really naturally positive. But I mean, we're humans, so we're humans. Of course we have negative feelings, and I'm not saying to like repress it. I feel like if you have negative energies, you should let it out, right? And I actually was, this is a great book actually. Talk about improving health. I think it's appropriate to mention it here. I'm actually listening to the audiobook. Reading it might be okay, but I swear the audio person is so funny. You should watch it. And I feel, talk about funny and laughter and all that stuff. I was laughing the whole time when I was listening to it. And it's the audiobook for The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, okay? Check that book out. If you don't want to buy it, or I think Amazon, if you are in like a Prime member or something like that, they give you free audio listening or whatever. But I actually went to the library and borrowed the audio CDs. If you still have CD players at home, I mean, right? Listen to that. It's about releasing your negative energy, and you don't have to always feel like you're this greatest thing on earth. Like, embrace your negativity, embrace your fear, embrace your shortcomings, because that makes us humans, and that actually makes us better. So like, actually, when you feel like you're not enough, you actually would try to improve yourself more. So I feel that's that. And I know this is the deception, but I just feel like getting this card just reminds me of that book. And I feel that's the message that the universe and the spirits wants me to tell pile number 4 people, right? Because being playful, laughter, and just watch out for people who are putting on a face that they're not who they are deep inside, because eventually you can fake it for a while, you can't fake it forever. So if somebody who is not, I think it's okay to be negative, but you can't be negative all the time. It's okay to be depressed sometimes, but you can't be depressed all the time. So those kind of energy is really hard to be around with, okay? So if they're pretending to be playful and humorous and all that stuff, watch out, get a feeling of that, because if that's not who they really are and they're just doing that, eventually you're gonna feel like, ugh, can't be with this person. So just watch out for that. I feel that's what the deception card is about, okay? All right, so let's see some signs and where you might meet this person. Or, maybe the person is actually really good at letting people's guard down, because they're very good at spotting people who are putting on a mask, pretending to be happy. And so if you are putting on a mask, pretending to be happy, they might be really keen on that kind of energy, and they know when people do that, and so they would try to let your guard down, and by making you laugh and giving you some almost like a counseling type of thing, and a therapeutic moment, or that kind of thing. So it could also be that. So what are some signs and where pile number 4 will meet a person? What are some signs and where number 4 people will meet a person? We are not reading reversals today because we're reading just signs and where, right? Okay, I feel like this one. King of Swords. Okay. Let's do this one. Oh. 2 of Wands. Let's do one more card. This one. Ooh, 9 of Wands. Okay. It's a lot more, the Wands, okay. The Wands and the Swords are more like action the yang energy, okay. The water and Pentacles are more like yin energy if you know about yin and yang, right? Yang. Yin yang. Chinese. Okay. So these are more like young energy, which is interesting because I feel like laughter and playfulness is like that very bright, sunny type of energy. So it's funny that we get these cards. And we have a king. So somebody who is very, very good at thinking and analyzing things. Okay. Where I'm looking at this, it's more, so all of these are, okay, except for this one. This is like daylight. So some, like, you might meet this person probably during the daylight or something. And I have a feeling that these are similar backdrops. So somewhere that is like hilly area with some trees and forests a little bit, like a little hill. So somewhere that like that, an outdoory, not super sunny day. There might be some clouds, okay? Or talk about like the thing. So see, okay, hilly area, there's that water. So maybe a little bit of water. So it might be a lakey area too. Because over here is like rain, not sand. So maybe like more like a lake or some sort. Pond maybe. Okay, so see, this person has a really good outlook of things. They see things very far ahead. They have a globe, they have a worldly view of things. And Two of Wands, okay, waiting for, trying to figure out what to do next, okay. Yeah, a very worldly view, which is kind of corresponds to this cards where King of Swords is about this person's very analytical, very good at thinking, might be a little serious. These people look a little serious to me. Even this person, very serious. Thoughts, communication, very good communicator. And so the Swords is about thinking and analyzing, right? And Wands is about action and passion. So I feel it's a very good combination. This person is very, whatever they think, once they figure it out, very analytical, and they make a good decision, and they'll communicate it, and they will carry it out. They will carry it out. Well, the Nine of Wands is a little bit about like waiting to see what happens next, right? A little bit defensive, a little bit wounded. So they've been through a lot of things. So they're very knowledgeable, experienced. So when they do their thinking, they would take everything into consideration. They're very good at that. Might be a little defensive. Or, well, they're being defensive because they're trying to protect something. So it might be also that protectiveness, okay? But they don't attack somebody. It's when they get attacked, that's when they will fight back. So they have a little bit of that. And let's see. What else? They're holding the swords, nothing on the other side. That's all I see. Very active, very passionate. Can't think of anything else. Because we're going to do a second part where we'll talk about things in more detail. What this person is like, maybe even their signs, physical features, that kind of thing. So I will go more into details with the second part of the video, which might come in maybe 3 or 4 days from today. I don't want to promise anything, but it'll come. Yeah. So where in signs? Yeah. Well, This person might be a little wounded. Oh, there you go. Deception. Might be a little wounded on the outside, maybe even inside. So you might want to watch out a little bit that they're masking something and improving health. So maybe they're trying to improve their health, like physical, something. Maybe they got into an accident or some sort. I don't want to jinx anything. I don't want to. It could be, for some people, that might be that. Okay. This person, I feel like a world traveler. So you might meet this person while traveling, okay? Or studying about something, communication. Yeah. So maybe if you study something about communication, or maybe like some philosophy classes, you might meet this person, right? Library. Yeah, library would be a great place because this person likes to think. But also, like, when you travel, if you like traveling, you might meet this person traveling. Okay. So, but don't forget, this is still the primary message. Be playful. Be fun. Okay? Try to be that. So you would attract the same type of person to you as well. Okay? And so, so the laughter, since this person is very good at communicating, so they're very good at telling jokes, maybe, and also they're very good at analyzing things. So their humor is not like stupid type of jokes. It's very smart jokes, and might even have like that worldly type of jokes. So it just came to me to that, since they're looking out, might be a long distance relationship as well. So this person might not be from the same place that you're at, but you know, they could be coming into you, like moving from somewhere else to you, but you might have a little bit difference in where you're from. Okay. And they might bring like a new view of things to you as well. Make you see things differently. Okay? All right. So that's it for pile number 4. And as I was saying, there will be a second part to this where I will go into more details on the personalities and some, physical traits, that kind of things. So if you like this video, don't forget to like the video. If you don't like it, then you don't have to dislike it, okay? Even though I don't really care, but it's nice to not have any dislikes. All right. Also have an Instagram and Facebook page, so if you can go on and follow me there. And don't forget to share, or I already mentioned, but share and subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell so you get notified when I have new videos up, okay? And I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye.